So students, in this lecture we'll discuss about TCP congestion control. So whatever is the TCP, it uses different policies to handle the congestion in the network. Then what is congestion window? The size of the send window is controlled by the receiver using the value of RWND, which is advertised in each segment traveling in the opposite direction. The receive window is never overflowed with the received bytes by the use of this strategy is guaranteed. The intermediate buffer in the routers do not become congested. A router may receive data from more than one sender. How large the buffers of a router may be, it may be overwhelmed with data, which results in dropping some segments sent by a specific TCP sender. There is no congestion at the other end, but there may be congestion in the middle because many segments lost may seriously affect the error control. More segment loss means resending the same segments, resulting in worsening the congestion and finally the collapse of the communication. Then TCP is a end-to-end protocol which uses the service of IP, which uses the service of IP. Congestion in the router in IP territory and has to be taken care of by IP. IP is a simple protocol with no congestion control. TCP itself needs to be responsible for this problem. So congestion in the network cannot be ignored by TCP. Cannot be ignored by TCP, cannot aggressively send segments to the network. The TCP would be hurted by the result of such aggressiveness. TCP cannot be very conservative, either sending a small number of segments in each time interval, meaning that not utilizing the available bandwidth of the network. TCP needs to define policies that accelerate the data transmission when there is no congestion and deaccelerate the transmission when congestion is detected. TCP uses another variable called a congestion window, CWND, whose size is controlled by the congestion situation in the network. CWND variable and the RWND variable together define the size of the send window in TCP. Okay. Congestion in the middle network is related to the first second, which is congestion. So congestion in the middle network is related to the first one, whereas second is related to the congestion at the end. Actual size of the window is a minimum of these two. So actual size window is written as minimum of RWND comma CWND. Next we'll see about congestion detection. So there is a need to describe how a TCP sender can detect the possible existence of congestion in the network. TCP sender uses the occurrence of two events as signs of congestion in the network. In the network. Okay. In the network, timeout and receiving three duplicate acknowledgements. First is timeout. If a TCP sender does not receive an acknowledgement for a segment or a group of segments before timeout occurs, it assumes that the corresponding segment or segments are lost and the loss is due to the congestion. Next event is the receiving of three duplicate acknowledgements. Four acknowledgements with the same acknowledgement number. When a TCP receiver sends a duplicate acknowledgement, it is a sign that a segment has been delayed, but sending three duplicate acknowledgements is a sign of a missing segment that can be due to congestion in the network. The congestion in the case of 3 duplicate acknowledgements can be less severe than in the case of timeout. When a receiver sends 3 duplicate acknowledgements, it means that one segment is missing but 3 segments have been received. Network is either slightly congested or has recovered from the congestion. An earlier version of TCP called as Tahoe TCP treats both events similarly, timeout and 3 duplicate acknowledgement. But later version of TCP called Reno TCP treats these two differently. Next we'll see about the interesting point. In TCP congestion is that the TCP sender uses only one feedback from the other end to detect congestion acknowledgements. Okay, congestion acknowledge, that is acknowledgement. The lack of regularly timely receipt of acknowledgements that results in a timeout is a sign of a strong congestion. Receiving of 3 duplicate acknowledgements is a sign of a strong congestion. Receiving of 3 duplicate acknowledgements is a sign of a weak congestion in the network. Next we'll see about congestion policies. TCP's general policy for handling congestion is based on 3 algorithms. One is called as slow start, which is also known as exponential increase. Another is congestion avoidance and fast recovery. Now we'll see about slow start or exponential increase. Okay, now this is a diagram that is illustrating the slow start exponential increase. Okay, the whatever is this slow start exponential timer algorithm, it is based on the idea that the size of the congestion window CWND starts with one maximum segment size MSS, but it increases one MSS each time an acknowledgement arrives. MSS is a value negotiated during the connection establishment using an option of the same name. Misleading is the name of this algorithm. Algorithm starts slowly but grows exponentially. RWND is much larger than CWND so that the sender window size always equals CWND. Each segment is of same size and carries MSS bytes. To have simplicity, the delayed ACK policy and that each segment is acknowledged individually is ignored. Sender starts with CWND equal to 1. Okay, sender starts with CWND equal to 1. So you can see here, no? Sender starts with CWND equal to 1. With CWND equal to 1. Okay, CWND is equal to 1. Meaning, what does it mean is that the sender can send only one segment after first acknowledgement arrives. So this is a acknowledgement and this is the first acknowledgement which arrives, and this is a segment that has been sent from sender to receiver. This is acknowledgement, which is the first acknowledgement that has been arrived. Acknowledged segment is purged from the window, meaning that there is now one empty segment slot in the window. Size of the congestion window is also increased by 1 because the arrival of the acknowledgement is a good sign that there is no congestion in the network. Size of the window is 2 now. After sending 2 segments and receiving 2 individual acknowledgements for them, size of the congestion window now becomes 4 and so on. The size of the congestion window in this algorithm is a function of the number of acknowledgements arrived and can be determined as follows. So if an acknowledgement arrives, CWND will become CWND plus 1. You can see here CWND will become CWND plus 1, which is 1 plus 1, 2. Okay. It is observed that the growth rate is exponential in terms of each round trip time. So you can see the growth rate is exponential in terms of each round trip time. 248 it has become when we look at the size of CWND in terms of RTTs. So you can see here, no, 248 it is exponentially. Okay, so that is a very aggressive, approach, which is a very aggressive approach. So what I was telling, that if an ACK arrives, CWND will become CWND plus 1. Okay, then it is observed that the growth rate is exponential in terms of each round trip time. When we look at the size of the CWND in terms of RTTs, that is a very aggressive approach. So you can see, start after 1. So I told this is a exponential power of 2. So you can see it. So you can see is a power of 2. 1, 2, 4, 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. So aggressive approach, start after 1 RTT, after 2 RTT, after 3 RTT. CWND start is 1, which is 2 raised to 0. CWND after first RTT is, after first RTT, CWND is equal to CWND plus 1, which is 1 plus 1, which is 2, 2 raised to 1. After 2 RTT, CWND is equal to CWND plus 2, which is 2 plus 2, which is 4, 2 raised to 2. After 3 RTT, CWND will be equal to CWND plus 4, which is 4 plus 4, which is 8, 2 raised to 3. Then whatever is this, the slow start strategy is slower in the case of delayed acknowledgements. Remember that for each acknowledgement, CWND is increased by only 1. If 2 segments are acknowledged, cumulatively the size of the CWND increases by only 1, not 2. Not 2. Growth is still exponential, but it is not a power of 2. It is a power of 1.5 for every 2 segments with 1 acknowledgement. So there is one important point here. It's given in the slow start algorithm, the size of the congestion window increases exponentially until it reaches a threshold. Next, congestion avoidance. We'll see about congestion avoidance, which is also known as additive increase. When we continue with slow start algorithm, size of the congestion window increases exponentially. To prevent congestion happening, we must slow down this exponential growth. TCP defines another algorithm called congestion avoidance that increases the CWND additively instead of exponentially. When the size of congestion window reaches the slow start threshold, in this case where CWND equal to 1, slow start phase stops and additive phase begins. Each time the whole window of segments is acknowledged, size of the congestion window is increased by 1 window is the number of segments transmitted during RTT. Okay, during RTT. During RTT. Okay, so this is a figure that is showing this idea. Congestion avoidance and additive increase. So this line represents segment, this line arrow represents acknowledgement. Okay, segment, acknowledgement. Okay, then there is one thing to remember. The sender starts with CW and equal to 4. You can see the sender starts with CW and equal to 4. What does it mean is that the sender can send only 4 segments. After 4 ACKs arrive, the acknowledged segments are purged from window, meaning that there is now one extra empty segment slot in the window. The size of the congestion window is also increased by 1. The size of window is now 5. After sending 5 segments and receiving 5 acknowledgements for them, the size of the congestion window now becomes 6. So you can see here 4 plus 1 5, now it has become 6. Okay, 6, and so on, this continues. So the size of the congestion window in this algorithm is also a function of the number of acknowledgements that have arrived and can be determined as follows. Okay, it can be determined like this. You can see here. It can be determined as follows. If an ACK arrives, if an AC, you can see here, if an ACK arrives, you can see if an ACK arrives, CWND will become equal to CWND plus 1 by CWND. Then whatever is the size of the window increases only 1 by CWND portion of MSS in bytes. In other words, all segments in the previous window should be acknowledged to increase the window on MSS bytes. Then when we look at the size of CWND in terms of round trip times RTT, we find that the growth rate is linear in terms of each round trip time, which is much more conservative than the slow start approach. Okay, slow start approach we can see here. So start after 1 RTT, CWND is I. After 1 RTT, CWND will become I plus 1. After 2 RTT, CWND will become I plus 2. After 3 RTT, CWND will become I plus 3. So in the congestion avoidance algorithm, the size of congestion window increases additively until congestion is detected. So I'll stop here. I'll continue in the next lecture. You go through this.